Welcome to the deep dive. You know how we love finding those true shortcuts? The ones that get you past the shiny app interface and right into the guts of a system.
Yeah, the architectural heart.
Exactly. And today, we're taking maybe the ultimate shortcut. We're diving deep into one of the biggest crypto communities out there,
Yeah.
Pi Network.
Mhm.
But, and this is the key, we're skipping the mobile app entirely. We're going straight for the raw technical control panel.
That's right. And just for context, for anyone listening who maybe doesn't track every single crypto project Pi network, that's the big one from the Stanford PhDs. Known for mobile mining since, what, 2019?
Yeah, that's one.
And crucially, its tech foundation, it's built on a heavily modified version of the Stellar protocol. Open source Stellar.
And that choice, Stellar, that's the thread we're pulling today. Our mission really is to unpack the precise, quite technical steps you need for complete automated control over your Pi account on the blockchain, which means understanding and mastering the secret key, the private key, and knowing exactly how to talk to the Horizon API without ever touching the official app.
This really is the shortcut to grasping the system's power and its architecture.
Definitely.
And the sources we're using for this, they are pretty technical. We're talking cryptographic derivation paths, HD wallets, specific API configurations for the Stellar SDK. It gets into the weeds.
Yeah, we're moving past the concepts and getting right into the code, essentially. That makes it tick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack it. Start at the beginning. Account creation.
Right.
On the Pi blockchain, like pretty much any major crypto network, it all kicks off with entropy. It's something most people don't think about.
True. It's that initial burst of pure randomness generated client-side, usually right there in the Pi app when you first set up a wallet.
And that randomness is, well, fundamental, isn't it? It makes sure your start is totally unpredictable.
Exactly. And this entropy, this randomness, it yields the thing everyone does know, the 24-word mnemonic phrase, your backup phrase.
Okay, but just to clarify the process here,
Mm.
you can generate that phrase, sure, maybe even offline. But the account itself, it has to be authorized, linked up within the Pi system later, right?
Yes, that's a critical step. It's a key difference from, say, purely permissionless chains. You've got to link that blockchain address to an actual user account, one that's eligible for KYC and can actually receive the Pi you've mined.
Got it. So the 24 words, that's the master key.
It really is. And from that master key, two main things are derived. First, the easy one, the public key. Your wallet address starts with a GXXX, 56 characters long. That's the one you share.
Okay, so the public key is like your mailing address
Sure.
or your bank account number. People can send stuff to it. Anyone can look it up on the Blockchain Explorer.
Precisely. Visibility. People send you Pi, check your balance.
But what if I want to send Pi or automate something more complex? That public key's no good then, is it?
Nope. Zero control. For autonomy, for actually signing transactions, issuing commands, you need its counterpart. The secret key starts with SXXX.
Okay, so that brings us to the real power center, this secret key, the SXXX key. Also drives straight from those same 24 words.
Directly from the mnemonic, yes. And this is the core technical insight from our sources. This S key is the only thing you need to talk directly to the blockchain using the Stellar protocol.
Without needing their special Pi SDK or the in-app browser.
Exactly. No proprietary layers needed if you have this key. Just the raw protocol.
Okay, but wait. If the mnemonic gives you everything, why does Pi make it, well, kind of hard to actually get that secret key?
Yeah.
You said it's not just sitting there to copy in the wallet.
Yeah, our sources confirm that. It's deliberately obscured, not easily copy-pastable inside the official wallet.
Why? What are they trying to achieve or prevent?
It seems like a strategic choice, balancing security with control. I mean, think about it. If every single user had easy access to that raw S key, yeah, power users could build cool automated tools, sure. But it also opens the door to, potential centralization risks, mass automated manipulation, or just massive losses if new users mishandle the key.
Right, copy-pasting it into the wrong place.
Exactly. So Pi seems to want to control that initial user experience, keep things stable while the network grows. By hiding the key, most pioneers just stick to the safer controlled app environment.
That makes sense. But for the power user, the one who does derive it securely, the sources say this key unlocks just absolute control what kind of things are we talking about? What can you actually do with the raw S key?
Oh, we're way beyond just sending pi. I mean, yes, you can send one pi, or you could send any registered asset, like remember the pizza token they used on
Yeah,
testnet?
remember that.
You can send that. But the secret key lets you sign transactions for pretty much every operation Stellar supports.
So complex stuff like
Yeah.
locking up tokens in liquidity pools, setting up account sponsorships,
Mm-hmm.
or even just like a no-op transaction to update account flags.
Precisely, all of that. And here's where it gets really interesting, especially if you're looking at Pi-DeFi possibilities.
Okay.
You can issue instructions directly to the PiDEX, the decentralized exchange.
Wow. So you mean submitting bids and asks, trading tokens,
Yeah.
but doing it programmatically?
Exactly. Submit requests, offers, manage your positions on the DX, all via code.
Which means you could potentially build a trading bot, automate your strategy, find arbitrage, all bypassing the app interface.
That's the potential, yes. And what about creating your own stuff, like tokens?
Could you do that?
Well, theoretically, the Stellar protocol underneath allows for establishing smart contracts, creating new token structures. The capability is there cryptographically.
What?
But the sources are clear. Those specific actions, token creation, and smart contracts on Pi, they currently need authorization, whitelisting from the core team, again, reinforcing that controlled environment for now.
Okay, understood. But still, this level of power,
Yeah.
it demands respect. We absolutely have to pause for this security warning here.
We absolutely do. This is critical. We're moving from cool tech details to serious responsibility. The sources hammered this point home, even quoting a phrase, I think it was Czech, "Kdo má vaši frázi má vo."
Which means,
Whoever has your phrase has everything.
Wow. Never, ever, ever show the secret key or the 24-word phrase to anyone. Not a friend, not a colleague, and definitely not some AI chatbot you're asking for help writing code.
that warning really lands. I mean, you hear stories from other blockchains, right? People losing everything over one simple mistake with their phrase or key. The risk is total.
It is always total loss.
The whole thing.
Always. If you lose control of that 24-word phrase on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Stellar, Pi, doesn't matter. Your funds can be gone instantly, irreversibly. That phrase is your ownership. It's not just a password.
Okay. Message received. So if the wallet hides the S key for safety, how does that power user actually securely get it for automation? You mentioned a function like get application secret key mnemonic.
Yeah, conceptually like that. It relies on a standard multi-step cryptographic process.
Yeah.
It's built on the idea of hierarchical deterministic wallets, or HD wallets.
HD wallets. Okay.
Step 1, take the 24-word phrase and convert it into a big binary blob of data, the seed. This uses the BIP39 standard.
BIP39. For the listeners maybe not deep in crypto, that's just the universal standard, right? Turning words into math the computer gets.
Exactly that. It's the agreed-upon translation dictionary. Turns words into the mathematical starting point.
Okay, step 1, words to seed. What's step 2?
Step 2 is where the magic happens. That seed, that starting point, is used with a function often called derive path. This is the cryptographic GPS system you mentioned earlier.
Right, the GPS.
Huh.
Telling the computer exactly which specific key to generate from that master seed. So what's Pi's specific address, its coordinate?
This is interesting because every crypto needs its own unique coordinate to avoid conflicts. The derivation path for Pi network is M443141590MIT.
Okay, M443141590. Let's break that down. It looks technical, but you said it's full of meaning.
It really is. Let's decode it.
Lay it out.
M is easy. Just means start from the master seed.
Got it.
44. That's the standard code from BIP44. It tells wallet software everywhere that this key follows a specific organized structure for HD wallets. Industry standard.
Okay, standard structure. Then the last part, 0 spit. That's the account index, like the first account from this seed.
Correct. Account 0, the primary one. But the middle number, that's the unique identifier. 314159.
Wait, 314159. Hang on, that looks really familiar. That's pi, like 3.14159, the number.
Bingo.
They actually built the number pi into their key derivation path. Seriously.
They absolutely did. It's kind of a brilliant Easter egg, but it's also a critical security feature.
How so?
By choosing that unique value, 314159, which isn't assigned to Bitcoin, that's 0, or Ethereum, or even standard Stellar, 148, they guarantee that any key derived using this path is mathematically unique to the Pi ecosystem.
So it prevents your pi key from accidentally being usable on, say, the Bitcoin network or vice versa.
Precisely. It carves out Pi's own distinct cryptographic space. Very clever.
That is clever. And the little apostrophe, the tick mark after each number.
Sure.
4433141590. That's important too, right? Not just punctuation.
Definitely not just punctuation. That signifies a hardened derivation path.
Well,
Yeah, it's a security enhancement. It means that even if someone somehow compromised one of your derived keys, like maybe an app-specific key down the line, they couldn't use it to figure out your master key or other keys derived from the same seed. It compartmentalizes the risk.
okay, so it adds another layer of security. The whole process is quite elegant, really.
It is. And the result of all this mass seed plus specific hardened path is the derived key. This key is then used to create a stellar key pair, and that S key becomes your secret key for automated payments, DX operations, everything we talked about.
Right, which smoothly brings us to the next piece. We've securely derived the S key. Now, where do we actually use it? Since Pi runs on modified Stellar, we need the official developer bridge.
And that bridge is the standard open source Stellar SDK, the software development kit.
An SDK, basically a toolkit for developers, right?
Yeah.
Gives you ready-made functions to talk to the blockchain without writing super low-level stuff yourself.
Exactly. It simplifies interaction. And to connect the Stellar SDK to the Pi network, you just need two crucial bits of configuration.
Okay, what are they?
The correct Horizon API URL, that's the server address, and the specific network passphrase for Pi.
Network passphrase. Why? Two different ones, one for testnet, one for mainnet. Is that just for clarity?
Oh, it's much more than clarity. It's a core security feature of Stellar. That passphrase distinguishes between different Stellar networks, testnet, mainnet, maybe even private corporate networks.
I see.
If you try to submit a transaction signed with your mainnet key, but you accidentally tell your SDK you're on the testnet using the testnet passphrase, the network will instantly reject it.
So it prevents you from accidentally sending real funds on the test network or broadcasting test transactions on the main network. Stops confusion, maybe replay attacks too.
Exactly right. Prevents cross-network errors and attacks. Precision is key.
Okay, so we need the exact values. If someone's experimenting, building tools, probably starting on the testnet where advanced features are live, what are those constants?
For a testnet, the Horizon URL needs to be https://api.testnet.mindpi.com. Sometimes you might see testnet too as well, but that's the main one. And the network passphrase must be exactly PyTestnet. Case sensitive?
iTestnet, got it. And then for the real deal, for mainnet automation, once you're KYC'd and ready,
Swap them out. The Horizon URL becomes https://api.mainnet.mindpi.com, and the all-important network passphrase is Pi Network. Again, exact match.
Pi network. Okay. That seems surprisingly straightforward once you know the values.
It is. Once your code initializes the Stellar server object with those two constants and your derived S key.
The official app becomes kind of irrelevant for interaction.
For direct blockchain operations, yes, you can perform any allowed operation directly, programmatically, just talking to the API.
So what's the real practical advantage of doing that versus just using the Pi browser dApp?
Automation. Efficiency, speed. Think about it. If you want to constantly monitor the DX for a specific trade opportunity, or automatically compound your lockups the moment they mature, or run some kind of simple notification bot.
You can't really do that by manually tapping in the app.
Not effectively. The DApp interface is built for human interaction, human speed.
Right.
The API is built for machines. It gives you that true sovereign control, the ability to interact at a scale and speed a human just can't match.
Okay, so let's bring it back. For the listener who started this, maybe just thinking about the mining button on their phone, what's the big takeaway?
I think we've fundamentally shifted the perspective, hopefully. You've gone from maybe seeing just the app to understanding the deep cryptographic plumbing underneath.
Right.
The mnemonic phrase, that unique HD derivation path with the Pi number baked in, the crucial S key, and how it all plugs into the Stellar SDK. This grants genuine autonomy over your Pi account.
It's the difference between, I guess, knowing how to drive a car versus understanding how the engine works.
Exactly. You've moved from pressing a button to understanding the engine.
And this knowledge, it's really vital if you're someone looking to go beyond just holding Pi. If you want to automate, build tools, interact directly with the Pi TX or the token ecosystem, knowing you can derive that S key and use the Stellar SDK, that's the unlock. That's how you gain full programmatic command.
And maybe a final thought here, building on that infrastructure. Given that Pi is built on Stellar, a protocol known for speed, low fees, native tokenization, and we know features like the PyDX, liquidity pools, even token creation frameworks are live and testable on testnet, you have to wonder about the broader implications.
Right. Meaning?
Well, the source material itself even asks the question, will this underlying Stellar tech potentially boost Pi's value or utility? How does having this highly configurable API-first infrastructure position Pi for, serious DeFi applications, or even institutional use cases down the line.
So beyond just mobile mining, could this robust backend make Pi a real contender in the broader DeFi and tokenization space?
That's the provocative question, I think. Something for you, the listener, to maybe explore on your own now that you understand the engine a bit better.